Alright, vinyl community. Again, time for another video. A little story time about my really early days of being a death metal fan. I started right around the time I saw an ad for Death Scream Bloody Gore around late 1987 in some magazines, and in the beginning of 1988 I bought the album. So what we're listening to in the background is Death 1985 demo Infernal Death. Comes from that little CD. It has some rehearsals for Control Denied for the second album, and the Infernal Death demo 1985 and Mutilation demo 1986. Most of the songs from the two 85 and 86 demos are well known, except for one that is called Archangel. That was never recorded for an album. In 1992, Atrocity on their Todessehnsucht or Longing for Death album, they did the song. It doesn't say on here, but if you look closely, it is a bonus track. Last song on side 2, Archangel. That is a death cover from their Infernal Death demo. Right, that's just a little trivia here. Most of you guys know that. So the story is, about 2 or 3 weeks ago I was going through my record collection to sort out some stuff, and whenever I come to my death section of the collection, it always really bumped me out to see those. They are not bad. These are the Relapse reissues. This one comes with Beyond the Unholy Grave and Land of No Return. These were the CD bonus tracks back then. I bought these on black vinyl on purpose because I didn't want to have the colored shit in my collection when it comes to classic albums. But the back covers are different. The covers are a little bit altered, a little bit blown up. The logo is bigger. And whenever I flipped through these death records, it really bumped me out that they are here. So I've got the CDs as well, also the Relapse reissues that come with the O-card or outer sleeve, whatever you want to call it. And they have all the liner notes, and they have bonus discs with live concert, Scream Bloody Gore original sessions that had been aborted back then, a rehearsal from 1986, rehearsals from 1990, and studio instrumentals, stuff like that. So I decided I'm going to sell these and just be happy with my CD copies. Alright, I've got some stuff in the death vinyl section that I didn't want to get rid of. This is an older bootleg. It has a rehearsal tape from 1985. Has a couple of unreleased songs, Summon to Die, Corpse Grinder, that Massacre later re-recorded, Power of Darkness, Chamber of Horrors. So corpse grinding death metal here. I'm not getting rid of that. It's an oddity in the collection that I just want to keep. The second one I decided to keep is this 1989 live bootleg from the Leprosy tour. Live in Horst. I'm not sure, is it a German country? Is it Holland? I'm not sure. I think it's a German show. One of the few they played back then. So they start with a zombie ritual, open casket, evil dead, pull the plug, left to die, leprosy, mutilation, born dead, choke on it, and infernal death as the last song. This sounds very, very, very raw. But I like it. I bought that in the very early 90s, so this is a real old bootleg. And it comes on colored vinyl. Old bootleg on colored vinyl, so why should I get rid of that? The other one that I kept is my old original copy of Symbolic. I've got my tickets in there. This one is for the Sound of Perseverance tour. This is from the 95 tour. I saw them 2 times in Nuremberg and in Munich with Unleashed, Gorefest, Grave and Hate Squad, both of the times. So those were the 3 that I wanted to keep. Alright. I forgot something. Have you heard that? Cheers. Alright, like I said, I didn't want to have these in my collection anymore. I had no plans about that or them getting them on as the original European under one flag presses. I would have loved to, but they are way too expensive. So I was fine with the CDs for a little bit over a week. I was going through eBay and there was an auction, and that guy sold a bundle of older records, and he had those. I'm gonna show you those in a minute. The auction was ending on a Wednesday at 11 in the morning or noon, and nobody bid on them. So that whole bundle was, I'm not gonna tell you the prices. It was an okay price. So I bid on it, and I was the only one who did. So I sold the rest of the bundle and kept these 2 because I spotted them in the pictures. Yes, I had that before. I sold it about a year ago, so I don't know what went wrong there. Original, like I had it when I was a little kid. Look at that. A little wear on. This record is from 1987, so what the fuck? It has the old Under One Flag inner sleeve with the thanks list. the record. I cleaned it. It was a little bit dusty, but that's how the record looks. And let me tell you that I got those two together for a price you would normally pay for one of them, if not more. I paid not even half of the prices that I would normally pay for both of them. That was the other one that I spotted on the picture on the eBay auction. Again, an awesome clean copy under one fucking flag. And no, it's not missing anything. Everything you want from that record, it's there. The record itself, there you go. This one has got a couple of stains, but you can't hear them in the slightest. Now, talking about death, what I realized very early on. So I had the death demos on tape early on in my career, and when that album came out, so this is their third album. They wrote completely new songs for the second album, Leprosy. And on that one, as we know, they got a little bit more technical, a little bit more refined, a little bit tamer. Let's say it like that. The first two were ferocious. This one is a little bit tamer, a lot more musical. But when I heard the first track, Living Monstrosity, when it started, the intro, that diddly-dee, 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 that was a track from the 1985 demo. Yes, they used very old ideas for that 1990 record. So the track starts with a riff from a song called Back from the Dead from their 85 Back from the Dead demo. There you go. The title track, Spiritual Healing. There is a middle part where they slow down a bit with the toms. And then Chuck sings Practice What You Preached, The Loved One Are Now Deceased. That is the opening track for the Death by Metal demo. Have you ever realized that? Not Power of Darkness. Power of Darkness is a different song on here. It's called Legion of Doom. And it starts with that riff from Spiritual Healing. Listen to it. So they used a couple of old ideas for their third album. Not unusual for bands back then, but I found out about that pretty early on when that came out. Okay, that's it. Okay, now the Mutilation demo is on right now, and you know that song. That's a good way to close that video. See you next time.